in a
Congressional Hall, full of white dudes.
insane
Lobbyists.
and gross.
Manipulative tactics. Paul Ryan.
That's me. And my two best friends try to do the impossible. Create a guide that will help you survive.
The lawmaking process. Paul Ryan's
Classifieds,
Congress.
survival guide. Your results may vary.
Hello, I'm Don Bacon, no relation, and I have a bill here that I personally think would be a real asset to the American people. The bill is called the Millennial Outreach Bill, and calls for the replacing of Abraham Lincoln on the $5 bill with Checkers, the Nixon family pet Cocker Spaniel.
Interesting. I'm Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan. I'm gonna assign this bill to the Energy and Commerce Committee.
Let's hear the testimony in favor of the Millennial Outreach Bill. God, who names these things? As we all know, the common millennial's distaste for the status quo has caused many problems in America, and the Millennial Outreach Bill is intended to make America hip and cool, in order to prevent millennials from ruining America more than they already have. The Millennial Outreach Bill intends to make certain changes to America, such as replacing that weird old guy no one cares about, Abraham Lincoln, on the $5 bill with something that all millennials love, dogs. And what better dog to represent America than Checkers, the Cocker Spaniel that we all know and love? Okay, well, we're gonna have to mark this up because I think I'm gonna puke. First off, I think a dog such as Scooby-Doo much better represents the American traditions and the American way of life, but since none of us are millennials, we should probably research what dogs millennials like in order for this bill to be a success. How about we earmark funds to poll for what dogs millennials like?
Okay, well, I'll set this bill for debate on the floor in 3 weeks, and the House Rules Committee will be in charge of the debate. The debate will follow a closed calendar rule of 30 hours for debate, where we will take a voice vote.
Earlier that evening. You want to make a deal and log roll these puppies? You support the upcoming Millennial Outreach Bill, and I'll support your next bill. Yeah, dog. Weeks flashed by in an instant as the minority and majority whips attempted to whip their parties into fighting order to prepare for the upcoming debate.
Welcome to the debate showdown. Let the fight begin.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to add a floor amendment. Now, I was thinking, what if instead of Checkers and Scooby-Doo, we replace Checkers and Scooby-Doo with Astro from the Jetsons? Now, I don't know about y'all city folk, but for me, I think this bill is perfect the way it is. After receiving 300 positive votes, the bill has passed through the House, and it must now move on to the Senate.
Hi, I'm Mitch McConnell, and today we're gonna talk about this bill or something. Actually, I'll just pass this on over to the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science, and Transportation to scan this big boy over.
Weeks had passed, and those in favor of the bill had begun to worry that the Millennial Outreach Bill may die in committee due to differences in opinions. Some members of Senate attempted to discharge the petition and remove it from the committee's grasp, but failed due to a lack of support. Eventually, a report of favorability was demanded, and the results had shown that the majority of the committee were in support of the bill. When the committee had come to a conclusion, Mitch McConnell scheduled an open rule debate for 3 weeks later.
Well, the day is here, and we're all ready for the big debate. We'll start things off with a man as outrageous as his name, Senator Roy Blunt.
Personally, I agree with the bill in the fact that if we are to successfully integrate millennials, we will need to know what dog millennials actually like, and the funds earmarked for polling will lead us to exactly what we need to know.
I'm a man of the people.
Low-life scum.
It really looks like this Senate debate is heating up.
Free! Free! I want free! God, those communists are amazing.
Mike Lee, I am your father.
Oh no, Ted Cruz is trying to run out the clock with a filibuster.
Sam I am. That Sam I am, that Sam I am. I do not like that Sam I am. Do you like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. Would you like them here or there? I would not like them here or there. I would not like them anywhere. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam I am.
Hoo-ha, cherry soda.
Someone get Ron Paul out of here.
It has been days since the Millennial Outreach Bill debate began in Senate. No one knows what's going on in there quite, but one of our reporters was able to get an interview with Senator John McCain. This is what he had to say.
Shut up or I'm going to have you arrested, low-life scum.
Eventually, the debate had come to a conclusion. All that's left now is for the bill to be agreed upon by each congressional committee, hopefully going unchanged. Once the bill was agreed upon by each congressional committee, it was sent off to the White House to be signed by the President. Many days had passed since the bill first reached President Trump's office. Congress could only hope that the President would sign the bill into effect before time ran out and led to the pocket veto, which would automatically veto the bill.
Mr. President, with all due respect, I do think you should be signing some of these bills you're receiving. They're starting to pile up. Yeah, whatever.
Hey, Sloppy Steve, get in here, I'm hungry. What did I tell you about looking me in the eye? Thus concludes the journey of how a bill becomes a law.